All right, welcome to part 2 of Bluetick Pig. Let me scoot myself over to the side a little bit. No, I'm not trying to shrink my screen here. I just want to move my screen. There we go. All right, let's roll. Sarah, we can't feed Bluetick with an eyedropper very long, her mother said. I want you to go out to the barn and see if you can find me a large goose feather. We have to make a bottle for Bluetick to nurse. And Sarah, I want to tell you this now, for I might be away sometime when you feed Bluetick. You must be sure to feed her Blossom's milk, her mother told her. It's best to keep her only on one cow's milk. Sarah walked across the yard along the path to the barn lot. She thought about how her mother's flock of geese swam on a little pond down in the valley below the barn. So she hurried down to the pond. There were feathers all around the banks outside the pond. She selected 2 of the largest feathers. She took these back up the hill to her home as fast as she could run uphill. Here, Mom, I found 2 good ones, Sarah said. I want to have this bottle made before your father comes. I want to have this bottle made before your father comes home from plowing, she said. That would be Mom said. Sarah's mother had found an old half-pint medicine bottle that had a stopper. She washed it and put a goose feather through the stopper. Molly said, We will let Bluetick to like her bottle. She's going to eat more and more. But soon we'll use larger bottles. Then we'll teach her to drink from a trough. We'll find a way to feed Bluetick as she grows bigger. When Sarah's father, Mick, walked behind his mules to the barn, it was nearly 6 o'clock. Dad, which one was that? Oh, sorry, I'm getting my characters mixed up. I thought that was Martha. Okay, Molly is Mama. Okay. We want Bluetick to like her bottle. She's going to eat more and more. Soon we'll use larger bottles. Then we'll teach her to drink from a trough. We will find a way to feed Bluetick as she grows bigger. All right, that was Mom. Sorry. I used Martha's voice. When Sarah's father, Mick, walked behind his mules to the barn, it was nearly 6 o'clock. Daddy, you can't guess what we have in the house, Martha said when she met her father at the door. A kitten. No, you're wrong. We've got a pig. A pig? In the house? Oh, I can't believe it. All right, Martha, Sarah said. You had to be the first to tell. Let me show your father, Molly said. She picked up the box from the floor. When Mick came in, she showed the box to him. Well, I never saw a pig that small, Mick said. It must be a runt pig. Where in the world you get it? Sarah brought it home, Molly said. Win Winfield's sow had 17 pigs, and she could only take care of 16. So he asked Sarah if she'd rather have a quarter for the pig or for her day's work. A quarter or pig for the day's work, and Sarah took the pig. Huh, I think he cheated you, Sarah, her father said. Yet, we never know. All the old people used to say that the runt pig, which has to be raised on a bottle, makes the biggest hog in the sow's litter. You don't care, Dad, about having the pig in the house, do you? Sarah asked. No, you couldn't put it outside, for a cat might catch it, he said. That cat might think it's a big mouse or a small rat. Dad, I've already named her Bluetick, since she's the color of our Bluetick hound. Well, she has a very pretty color, Mick said. He looked at the pig in the box again. Poor little runt pig. If she lives, she'll grow up being a pretty thing. Oh, she's going to live and grow, Sarah said. I know she is. She looks better now than when Sarah brought her home, Molly said. She was born last night, and she never had a swallow of milk until about an hour ago. It'll soon be time to feed her again." Bluetick had brought great excitement to the Powell family. Sarah was happy that her father had not asked her to take Bluetick out of the house. I know that's a stopping point, but I'm going to keep going to the next one. After the Powells finished their evening chores, they gathered at the table for supper. They got together each evening, not only to eat, but to talk. This was a happy time for them. They got up early and had breakfast while Glenna was still asleep. Remember, Glenna's the 4-year-old. At noon, the other children and their father were often away working, and they took their lunches. But at supper time, all members of the family sat around the table and told about their days. This supper time was more exciting than some others had been. "Dad, when we got out of the express wagon and Mr. Winfield showed me a mother hog with her piglets, oh, I thought it was the prettiest sight I'd ever seen," Sarah said. "Then when I saw Bluetick off by herself, without a place to get her supper, oh, I could have cried." "I could just see old Win standing there over you, looking down at you, and the sow with all her pigs and offering you a runt pig," Mick said. "But, Sarah, I'm glad you got her." "Oh, Dad, I'm so glad to hear you say that," Sarah said. "Sarah, do you think you got a full value for your day's work when you traded your quarter for Bluetick?" her mother asked, chuckling. "Oh, Mom, I got a bargain," Sarah said. "A quarter is a coin. It's a little piece with some silver in it. But a quarter is just a cold thing in my hands. A quarter can't snuggle up against me like a warm, cuddly thing, and then grunt to me like Bluetick did when I brought her home. A quarter can never be what a living thing is. Not a little thing like Bluetick when not a little thing like Bluetick was when I looked at her for the first time. Oh, just wait and see. As Bluetick grows, oh, if I didn't get the bargain of my lifetime." "Bluetick is my pig," Glenna said. She had sat in her high chair at the table and listened. Glenna was the youngest and seldom talked. When Glenna spoke, all around the table stopped eating and laughed loudly. "Well, let Glenna claim Bluetick, but everyone here knows who paid for her," Sarah said. After the Powell family finished their supper, Sarah asked, "Mom, when do we feed Bluetick again?" "We'll feed her as soon as you and your sisters finish with the dishes. I want them to watch her eat too." "Will you feed her from the eyedropper or from the bottle?" Mick asked. "Well, first the eyedropper to give her the taste of the milk, and then I'll give her the bottle. We'll have to go easy until we get her used to the bottle." When Sally, Sarah, and Martha had finished the dishes, they came into the living room. Molly went back into the kitchen and returned with the eyedropper and the bottle with a goose quill in the stopper. They were filled with Blossom's warm, sweet milk. "Get the box, Sarah," her mother told her. "Bluetick has been so quiet that she might be asleep." Sarah took Bluetick out of the box and held her up for all to see. Bluetick grunted weakly. "She's trying to talk to us," Sarah said. "Mom, maybe she's trying to tell us that she's hungry." Sarah gave Bluetick to Molly. Molly is Mom again. "Bluetick, you are such a frail little wisp of life," Molly said, looking at her. "I hope it won't be very long until you're so big that I'll not be able to hold you in my hand." Molly opened Bluetick's mouth and used the dropper. Bluetick liked the taste of that warm milk and drank all of it from the dropper. "Here, you take the dropper, Martha. Bluetick will not need it again. She's got the taste of the milk now." Molly put the goose quill in Bluetick's mouth while everyone looked on. At first, Bluetick didn't know what it was or what was going on. Then Molly tilted the bottle up till drops came from the end of the quill. Bluetick got a taste of the milk, and she drew milk from the quill. All right, little timeout. The way a bird's feathers go, if the part that comes out of the skin, the root of the feather, um, feathers are hollow and they have a long shaft that goes out to the little frills in the feather. Um, there's a scientific principle called capillary action that draws liquid from one place all the way out through the hollow parts and to the ends of the feathers. And basically, Bluetick is using that kind of like a straw. He's drawing all of the milk out of the feather, and so as it keeps running down through the medicine bottle into the feather, it goes up to the fan parts, and Bluetick's drinking it from that like that. It's kind of like a wide frilly straw. Okay, time in. We're back. She's taken to the bottle, Molly. Oh wait, I'm sorry. She's taken to the bottle, Molly, Mick said with a smile. You have her won over now. She knows where the milk comes from. She knows how to get it. Yes, half the battle is won, Molly said. We've got her drinking the milk our good cow Blossom will feed her. When Bluetick had finished half the milk in the small bottle, Molly took it away from her. I don't want her to have too much, Molly said. She could drink too much and become ill. We don't want a sick pig. I can tell now she's going to be a pig that likes to eat. All healthy pigs like to eat, Mick said. Eating's about all I can think about. And the worst thing is, they never know when they get enough. Hang on 1 second. I may have somebody in my Google chat. Okay. I don't. Just kidding. All right. Sorry. The worst thing is, they never know when they get enough. Well, I know we're going to have a larger bottle soon, Molly said. Molly held Bluetick in her hands. Then Sally wanted to hold her. Molly let Sally hold her. Oh, Mom, she's such a warm, cuddly little thing. Then Mick took her in his hands. I wonder how big you'll be one of these days, Mick said. You reckon she'll make noises tonight when she misses her mother? Oh, sorry, I thought that was Dad. Do you reckon she'll make noises tonight when she misses her mother? Sally asked. Well, she's hardly known her mother, Molly explained. We will be the family she knows. Molly put Bluetick back in her box, where she lay down, stretched out with the warm milk in her tummy. Bluetick was soon fast asleep. All right. So Dad, who doesn't want dogs and cats in the house, is kind of a fan of this little pig. Yeah, he teases her, saying, "Oh, a cat's going to get her," thinking she's a large mouse or a small rat. He's making fun of the size. Um, but really, I think he kind of has a soft spot for old Bluetick. Maybe for all animals in general. I don't know. But only Blossom can give the milk for Bluetick. She's Mama's made that point several times since each cow is slightly different. Kind of like babies recognize the scent of their own mother, and when somebody else holds them, it's even though they hold them the same way, they don't smell quite the same, and so the baby's not comfortable. Well, the same thing with the milk. There's going to be slight differences with each cow's milk, and so they want the Bluetick to stay with the same cow providing. That way, she stays comfortable. She stays. Uh, it all feels natural to her. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Now, she can't stay in the box forever. She can't stay in the house forever. But for a couple of days, she's going to have to be in the house. Um, little little baby. It's not Gretchen. I don't remember what little baby's name is. Hang on. Um, was it Martha? No, Martha's the 8-year-old. The littlest, Glenna. Glenna says, "That's my pig." So I think everybody wants to take care of the pig. Now we haven't heard much from Finn yet. He's the one boy in the household. Um, but Sarah bought the pig. Sally is the older sister who's trying to do things to help take care of her. Um, Martha wants to be involved. We don't know a thing about Finn. I guess we'll have to find that out in the next section. Okay, that'll do her.